The Treasury Department wants to make it easier for corporations to hide money offshore, which is what you'd expect when a billionaire is in charge of our economic policy. What a disturbing story. This is what's happening. The corporation sends money offshore. Okay, billions of dollars offshore. Okay. Then the offshore company loans money to the company here in the United States that sent the money offshore, the same company. Then the company in the United States actually gets a tax benefit by writing tax deductions for the interest that they pay from the loan from their own company. Yeah. Take it from there, please.
I mean, this is absolutely a scheme that corporations are running. And as you said it, they're paying interest to themselves, writing off that interest. And Mnuchin, who, again, he's a billionaire.
Oh, yeah.
He's running our Treasury Department.
Goldman Sachs. Yeah.
And Kamala Harris could have had him in jail.
Yeah, look, digress a little bit. Harris had him by the neck.
Right.
And she let him up because Goldman Sachs gave her a lot of money.
Right.
Not Goldman Sachs at the time, but it was...
we'll shoot. But anyway, it was, she had him in California on the mortgage fraud, the robocalls, the robo-signing,
yes,
all of that. I mean, one of the biggest things that led to the housing crisis and crash, she had him, one of the masterminds behind it, and instead said, as they usually do, we're just going to fine you instead of throwing you in jail. And now he's making policy that benefits the other millionaires and corporations.
This tough candidate, Kamala Harris. What a fraud. Okay, so this story, now if you pick up on this story, where does it go?
Well, we've got $2 trillion corporations are hiding overseas. U.S. government's losing $184 billion a year off of that. And they want to make it easier for them to hide more money over there with these new rules that Mnuchin's putting in place, as you said, to allow them to stash it over there or basically make, something like the Cayman Islands their new headquarters. They still want to be considered an American company, but there's nothing American at all about what they're doing.
Remember the story. If we lower the corporate tax rate, they're going to buy into America more. They're going to hire more workers. They're going to engage in R&D here in America. We lowered it to 21%. And when that happened, everybody's saying this is a total, utter scam. It's a fraud. All they're going to do is take all this extra money they have. They're going to ship it offshore. And now we see what they're doing with it offshore. Then the real sting comes in where they loan $1 billion back to the American company. They pay interest on the $1 billion, and the IRS says, oh, that's okay. You can take it as a deduction.
And
that's where this is going.
And in many cases, they borrow so much money from themselves that they report operating losses and pay no taxes at all. We have seen that happen too many times where these big companies, they pay $0 in federal income tax, and this is one of the scams they use to do it.
But don't we have Trump, don't we remember Trump saying, we got to stop this offshore scam? Wasn't that what he ran on? We got to stop corporations for offshoring. We have to stop corporations for outsourcing jobs to third world countries. We have to stop all that. And now you look at this, and this Munchkin, I like to call him, the Munchkin, the little devil Munchkin, is saying, no, I have my shot right now to pay back the Goldman Sachs types and all the big corporations who put me here. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run through this. Trump is never going to know what's happening. That's what's going on.
Right.
And if Trump does know what's happening, I don't think he'd get in the way anyway. But I doubt he really even understands the nuances to what's taking place here. Here we have a situation where we're cutting food stamps. Families don't even have enough money to pay for food. We're cutting food stamps, and we're passing it on to these corporate thugs in their offshore banking. It's disgusting. Thanks for joining me, okay?
Thank you.